Welcome to AuthAndPay Starter Kit. In this quick tutorial, we will walk you through setting up your environment, running the project locally, and everything you need to get started building your SaaS platform. Let's start by taking a look at the project structure. When you clone the repository, you'll see two main folders. The first one is the main backend folder. Here is the Spring Boot Java application, modeling the authentication, payments, and API logic. You will see also the main front-end app folder. Here is your Reactus application, providing a modern response interface for your users. And also you've got this folder, Docker, where we have included this Docker configuration for managing local services like MySQL and Mailhog, so that you can focus on building and not the setup. This is something that will make your life easier for local development. Now let's get your local environment running with Docker. Ensure Docker is installed on your machine. Navigate to the Docker folder and run docker compose upd. By doing this way, you will start running these two containers, MySQL and Mailhog. Before running the project, make sure you've got the right tools installed. For the backend, you need to have Java 17. For the front end, you need to have a version of Node from 16 and upper. So let's go to the backend. Let's get the project running. So for the backend, we need to run Gradle boot run. This way, we will start the backend, and let's open a new window where we will go to the main front-end folder. At the beginning, we need to start with the command of npm install, and then you need npm start. And this way, you will start the application at the 8080 port. Okay, now it has been started. Here is something important. The very first user you will register will be the super admin user. The super admin user has full access to all system settings, and this is the only user who can manage critical platform configurations like authentication providers and payment settings. So since we don't have an account, let's register. So registration successful, please check your email to verify your account. So currently we don't have a real provider, but if you go to Mailhog, and this is at the 8025 port, you will see that you have received a new email. So the from email value will be updated afterwards in the application YAML file. You don't have to worry about it. So welcome to our service. You verify the email. Email verified successfully. So now you can log into the platform. You have access to all settings and system settings. By default, SSO will be disabled, and also options like Stripe or Braintree for payments are also disabled, but you can configure them directly from the UI. And once you enable them in the UI, you will finalize these configurations by adding the necessary environment parameters in application YAML file. So here you can see the users currently, where your user is a super admin. And as we said, it's the only user that can be super admin. You see also settings, the tenant profile that you can configure. Also, at the beginning, the multi-account settings is disabled. For the authentication, you can enable the oath by putting also the respective environment parameters in place. For Remain provider, currently we are using SMTP, but you can use Postmark or Mailjet. The payments by default are also disabled, and we have a lot of options here. We will see them in detail in the next tutorial videos. And the multi-tenant settings, which is also by default disabled, but you can enable it, and you can start creating also more tenants to the platform. With AuthAndPay Starter Kit, you've got the power to launch your such platform in record time. Stay tuned for our next tutorials, where we will dive deeper into advanced features like payments, integrations, and so on in marketplace management.